right, exhibitors, if you will walk to the center of the arena, we're going to line up facing our judges and breed stewards.
You know, we're sitting in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Color Breed Congress, one of the biggest shows. And Susie, this is a show you know really well.
That's right, Ed. We've been coming here showing horses for years, and this is actually one of our favorite shows. And I guarantee you, if you ask any one of the exhibitors, they would say the same thing. Very special.
So we get to see a lot of classes, a lot of good riders, and we get to really deep dive into what this show is all about.
That's right. We're excited.
Hello, everyone. My name's Ed Adams.
And I'm Susie Arbo.
And welcome to Better Horses.
We begin with VP and CEO of the Pinto Horse Association, Mr. Darrell Bilke. He holds judging cards in 14 different breed and discipline organizations and has judged world championship shows, some of them several times. His international equine experience is vast.
And we are pleased Gene Stewart was able to take time out and give us some sound stock horse training tips, specializing in reining, working cow horses, Western pleasure. He works with all-around Palominos and quarter horses.
And if you want to see a true partnership in action, here they are. Laura and Wade Spell with Spell Show Horses, located in St. Louis, Missouri. Both are trainers and will explain the challenges in competing.
And Susie, this is going to be a real popular topic. With more than 25 years judging experience, Mike Adams, who's also inducted into the Judges Hall of Fame, will explain the importance the Color Breed Congress places on the equipment judge.
So stay tuned. You are not going to want to miss a minute of this episode. We're at the Color Breed Congress in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right here on Better Horses, the only horse show on your local broadcast television station, now airing on RFD and the Cowboy Channel. We'll be right back.
We're here for the hardworking, the resilient. We're for the people who measure their days by what needs to get done, not by hours. Where kids learn responsibility at a young age and generations work side by side. Where work doesn't pause for holidays or bad weather. It just gets harder. Where value and hard work means more than the clothes you wear. We're Kleinschmidt's Western Store, Higginsville, Missouri.
If you're passionate about the environment and your horse's bedding, we urge you to look into WRG Eco Shred Bedding. Made from clean, recycled corrugated cardboard, Eco Shred provides absorbent, biodegradable animal bedding, vacuumed out so it's dust-free and highly absorbent. Eco Shred Bedding is made from recycled materials, perfect for horses and small animals. Save the environment and order the finest bedding for your barn. Go to nebraskawrg.org or call Heartland Horse Products at 620-637-2455.
The Color Breed Congress started, originally it was the Pinto Congress. The Pinto Executive Committee felt like that the Pinto Association needed to have a fall show. So we decided to have a fall show, and a couple of years we was having an okay show. 300-400 horses, but this facility we needed more horses. So we got to talking to all of our other breeds, the Palomino, the Buckskin, the Appaloosas, about maybe joining in with us. So they all thought that was a good idea because everybody wants a nice fall event. So when the Palominos and the Buckskins and the Appaloosas, now the Mules and Donkeys has joined in with us, we have made a very, very nice event. We've started, this is probably the 10th year for the show. And like I said, we started out the first year with probably 300, and now today, I think we started out with 1,110 horses through the gate, so, and roughly about 4,000 entries. So it's come a long ways in 10 years, so we feel very blessed. The Pinto prides herself of being the family. So, I mean, we've got the Pinto family, now we got the Palomino family, and the Buckskin family, and the Appaloosa family, and the Mules and Donkey family. It's just one big family event, you know. We are a color breed show horse association. We're not a blood breed like the Pints, the Quarters, the Arabians, the Morgans, the Thoroughbreds. We are a color breed, just like the Palomanes, the Buckskins are all color breeds. So Pinto felt strong enough because we have to have 4 inches of acute beef white somewhere on the horse's body to be in the colored registry of Pinto. But in the breeding business, there'll be one that might have color and the full brother or sister might be solid. So we felt strong enough that we needed to start the solid division. So we have the solid division and the color division. So any horse, any type can be registered within Pinto. We register them by types. So our stock type is the Quarters and the Paints. Our hunter type is the Thoroughbreds and Warm Bloods. Then we have the 2 different heights of the Minis. We have the 3 different heights now of the Ponies. We have the hunter type, which is the Warm Bloods and Thoroughbreds. And then we have the Pleasure type, which is the Arabians, the Morgans. Then we have the regular Saddlebreds by themselves. And then we've also sprung out and started a utility division, which is the Gypsy Banners and Gypsy Cobs, the little draft horses. So basically any horse, colored or solid, can come and play in the Pinto family. So I think here we've got 800 and some classes. Our World Show that we're here in June, we'll have probably 900, maybe 1,000 classes because we have so many different types, because we have a full-blown division for the colored horses, a full-blown division for the solid horses. So I mean, we do everything from the hunter jumpers to the trail to the Western pleasure, the showmanship, the horsemanship, the English, the cattle classes, trail. So anything that you can do with a horse, we try to have a class for it so everybody can have fun. I think this show we got 822 or 23 classes. So, and we got 3 arenas running at the same time. So, and we've been going every night till about midnight. So if we just had one arena, we'd be here for 3 weeks or 3 months, you know. So we try to spread it out so everybody can have some fun with it. Probably my favorite class, and we don't have it here, but we have it at our World Show, is that we have the handicap for the handicapped people, and we'll have 25 or 30, and every one of those is a world champion. We give them a world champion buckle set. That's probably my favorite class of the horse show, so, is that division. And then we have a class for the veterans. So those 2 classes are my main. That's what I love. You know, as a horseman and as a breeder, at one point we had like 130 broodmares and 8 or 10 studs. And we was in the quarter horse business real big. But the color has always drawn me to it. My grandmother had a saddlebred that was colored, so that was kind of one of my favorite horses when I was growing up. So the color kind of pulls me that way. So, you know, and there's a lot of great colored horses. You know, a colored horse, either one of them's different. I mean, so for a bay or sorrel, it's a bay or a sorrel, you know. But in the Pinto colored, I mean, every one of them's got a different color. So it's just neat to see, I think.
Thank you, exhibitors in Class 300. Congratulations one more time. Reserve champion 465, busy being blonde, Betty.
Hey, cowboys and cowgirls. Don't go anywhere. We have more better horses coming your way.
We're here for the hardworking, the resilient. We're for the people who measure their days by what needs to get done, not by hours. Where kids learn responsibility at a young age and generations work side by side. Where work doesn't pause for holidays or bad weather. It just gets harder. Where value and hard work means more than the clothes you wear. We're Kleinschmidt's Western Store, Higginsville, Missouri.
So I went to several different dealerships. I started at Heritage Tractor, and I didn't want to buy a piece of equipment that can only do one job. I wanted versatility to be able to fit in a small space, but also still do big jobs. And so I went with the 2 Series John Deere. I got a 2038R, and I can switch in seconds between any attachment, and I haven't seen anyone else who offers that kind of speed and adaptability. There's not really a day that goes by that I don't start that tractor up.
Those of us who devote our lives to the animals we love can recall a kind of dawning, like a seed planted deep within us and it taken root and begun to grow. It's why our family built a company dedicated to supporting the animals we all care for and this lifestyle we share.
I am Gene Stewart, and I'm from Oynton, Kentucky, and we are here at the Color Breed Congress. The classes that we are going to be showing this week, I have amateurs here with me, and we're showing open classes too, from the ranch riding to the ranch reining and the ranch pleasure, and also tomorrow we'll also do the ideal ranch horse stuff and the conformation as well. The ranch riding consists of many patterns. The patterns we had this week were one pattern for the amateurs and one pattern for the open. The two different patterns. They were, they were pretty much the same across the board for each association, and they'll be in each association's book. The patterns will consist of extending your lope, to going over logs, to changing flying lead changes or simple lead changes, as it were, to extended trots and other similar gaits that we do. I've been training probably right at 25 to 30 years now. I mean, I can't even think now how long it's been, but we've been coming to this horse show probably the last 5 or 6 years when the ranch horse started here real big, and it's been really wonderful to have those classes for these folks to come and show, and it's been a really pick-me-up for, I think, the Pinto Association and the other associations that are involved with this. When you come to the Color Breed Congress here in Tulsa, to really find some really friendly people that are going to find their way to help you really learn more about the ranch riding or the ranch classes. And also the folks that work here are so incredible to work with you, and the staff is so incredible. And I'm pretty sure anybody that's out here is going to help anyone improve what the ranch part is. If they have a question, I know all week this week I've helped people do stuff and show them different ways to do stuff, and that's what this is all about, is a community of horse people doing things that we do and making it all wonderful. And me being a judge with the Pinto Association and the various breeds that are here, we have a standardized way of judging these classes that everybody that shows really needs to know. We score especially the reining, the ranch riding, those classes, and the ranch trail, 0 to 100, with 70 being the average score. And in each of those classes, they have their particular penalty points that are going to be acquired. So everybody needs to be educated as far as what those classes are and what those penalty points are, which makes them be able to be better showmen. And that's what we're looking for. I make sure that all my amateurs that come with me know that rule book and know the penalty points that they're going to acquire when they do something wrong or something good, as far as being in a maneuver score and doing something well. And the maneuver score is based on the maneuvers in each class. Normally at these kind of horse shows, there's no surprises. Everybody's a family here. Just make sure that you're kind and courteous to everybody when you're here. Everybody's going to be kind and courteous to you. If you need help, ask for it. When you come to the Color Breed Congress or any horse show in the Western world, I guarantee you somebody is going to help you if you need that help. Whether it would be the Pinto world, the Color Breed Congress, or anything else. So tack and attire in the ranch is very, very important, and everybody needs to know that. It is really not a good thing to have those big silver saddles that most of the Western pleasure folks or whatever show in. We want good using tack. We also need to know that we don't need to have hoof black and that kind of thing on our horses. Also, you want to have that ranchy look. You don't want to be, kind of the silver show person, as it were. That's a bad scenario, but so just know that you can come and do the ranch with the work saddle that you have in the stall, and if you have a horse that can go look up and chase a cow or do something important, you can come show in the ranch classes. This is Gene Stewart. Thank you for being at the Color Breed Congress and being here with Better Horses.
Hey cowboys and cowgirls, don't go anywhere. We have more Better Horses coming your way.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
No matter what discipline of riding you do, training, showing, and everyday stress is hard on your horse's legs. Dechra Veterinary Products is a leading lameness company that brought you Osphos. Osphos is a clodronate injection, an intramuscular bisphosphonate to help control the clinical signs of navicular syndrome in horses 4 years and older. Ask your veterinarian if Osphos is right for your horse. Dechra Veterinary Products is a proud sponsor of The American.
When you're a barrel racer, there are so many things that can bother a horse. Just eliminating the back issues is a huge advantage. I feel like using a CSI saddle pad has given me an advantage over other girls because I know that my horse is feeling good, that saddle's not bothering him. If you're looking for a new saddle pad, invest in a CSI. It's worth the investment.
Please go to the center of the arena. We're going to line up facing our judges and ring stewards.
My name is Laura Spell, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
And my name is Wade Spell, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
I grew up in Minnesota, so I grew up showing like the flat hunters and the pleasure horses. And when I met my husband, Wade Spell, I got into training and moved to St. Louis, Missouri.
Training, we do a lot of futurity babies, which is 2-year-olds and 3s that are not very broke or seasoned. Is getting them ready for a big show like this, being away from home as long, getting them to give their peak performance at the right time. That's the challenge in training these little younger horses. That's what we enjoy doing.
The challenges in getting customers and horses ready for a big competition like these would be getting them to peak at the right time, getting the customers to mesh with the right horses, because depending on what horse you buy, it doesn't always work for that person. Some horses are better in certain disciplines than others. Getting them prepared at the right time, keeping them sound, keeping them healthy, getting them fit correctly, and not getting your horse too tired, getting them over-prepared. It's just a lot of stress that way.
How do we prep a futurity horse for a show like this? Would most likely be we lunge them down, get them, get the fresh war off of them, and then we take them to the show arena time again. So they go in there more than once, so we're not pressuring them too much. Let them just get used to it naturally so they can show to their best ability. Yeah, well, we've won the 2-year-old, the 3s, the junior pleasures, senior pleasure horses. She's won the same thing in the hunters, 2s, the 3s, the junior. So we've done a lot of the futurity animals, and that's how we make our living. We get them showing its 2s and 3s, and then we sell them to the all-around trainers and competitors. The reason we like the Color Breed Congress is because it's very laid back. It's fun to be at. Everybody's super nice. You don't have to be up at all hours of night. You can just ride and take it easy. It's easier on people and the horses and the customers. The customers really enjoy it.
We love the Tulsa facilities. It's such a big, spread out facility. There's multiple arenas to ride in. The show pens are great. The footing is always great. The restaurants are close. There's Airbnbs and hotels that are nearby. So it makes it very convenient. It's easy to prepare your animals here too. And it's safe and fun to be here in Tulsa.
Well, if they come in without a trainer, the advantage is that everybody here is so willing to help them. Get used to how to get around here, how to get entered, how to get to the show pen. If they need help, all they got to do is ask. and we'll be more than willing to help them, try to get around. If they have a trainer, well, hell, they'll do all the work for them. Take them up there, walk them through the process step by step, and if they get nervous, you know how to help them through the nerves of showing at a big show like this.
There are multiple advantages to showing at big shows having a trainer versus not having a trainer. If you have a trainer and you come here, a lot of the stress is taken off of your non-pro exhibitor because the trainer knows how to prepare the horses. They know how to get you prepared with the horse, so you can go and have a lot more fun, and they do the late night things and getting the horses quiet and ready for you so you can focus on showing more. If you come down here without a trainer, the advantages to that is there's a lot of really good people around here that are willing to help and will help you in any way if you need something, help you get your horse prepared that way.
Reverse your horses. Reverse, please. Set them up. Once you've reversed and set up, please turn your numbers to the judges.
Main thing you focus on is getting your horse just relaxed and quiet, but not overdo it because you got 9 days of it. So you have it scheduled out to when there are better classes and there are worse classes. You focus on the worst class first so you can have them ready for that, because the best class you won't have to work near as hard and you'll keep them fresh. That's the easiest way.
9 days, 800 classes, I feel like you need to focus on the strong points to you and your horse. So don't go enter yourself in every class you can possibly go in, because you're going to wear yourself thin. Pick the 1 or 2 stronger points as a rider and as what your horse is good at too. The fun part about the Pinto Association is there's so many neat classes, a variety that you can go in, but focus on what you and your horse are good at together so you don't wear it out.
I'm Wade Spell.
Hi, I'm Laura Spell. Thank you for watching Better Horses, and you can see more about Spell Show horses on our Facebook.
Welcome back. We're here at the Color Breed Congress in Tulsa, Oklahoma. With me is Mike Adams. Mike, you're the equipment judge for the entire show. Can you walk me through exactly what they're looking for and what your job is?
I'm not the only one. There are 2 other equipment judges, 1 at each pin. What we're doing is we're checking the numbers first to make sure that the correct number's on the right horse, that it is stamped, and it has the initial on her that it's been checked by. Then we go on to check the equipment. Bridles are dropped, make sure the curb chain is correct, the ports are correct for our rules, and check for blood on the mouth, blood on the sides, any other type of that nature, to keep the playing field an even feel.
So this is a large show, so most smaller shows don't have an equipment manager or any type of judge monitoring these type of equipment.
Our rule book says that we have to check at a weekend show 1 Western, 1 English. Picks a class, and then we drop bridles on that class and judge it accordingly. So that kind of keeps everybody, honest.
Keeps everybody and make sure all the advantages are the same. And so let's talk about some of the violations that may have occurred that nobody's aware of. What is something that you see that might be a common mistake here at the show like this?
Well, in the English division, we wind up with spurs with rowels, and there are no rowels on spurs, and they've come up with these really nice looking, they're beautiful really, but they have a ball bearing rowel on them. And the rule book says spurs with no moving parts. So we kick those out. There's some that have got a sharpened tang on them. We kick those out. Bridles, especially in the English and the Western, we wind up with a port that's too high, we have to kick it out. Or a chain that's too narrow, especially in the leather, single rounded bridle or curb strap, it gets thrown out. Snaffle bits that are too small. Just basically things like that. A lot of times people come in that they don't know, or they put a bridle together and they drop it, especially a snaffle bit. It's like this. So we get them out, they fix it, they go on. We're here to help them get them in the ring.
Make sure everybody
rides correctly.
There you go.
Especially the new people, they don't know. They come here, they thank us a lot of times, oh, we didn't know. So we're not going to sit there and kick them out for some silly little violation. They get to go. We help them get in that pin and get in there and get their prize.
Which makes the show a lot more enjoyable.
Oh, much better.
Well, I appreciate you spending time with us. We wish you all the best in the rest of the show. Thanks again. Closed captioning has been brought to you by Lina Weaver
and Flat Tail Ranch.
Those of us who devote our lives to the animals we love can recall a kind of dawning. A time when something inside us awoke, like a seed planted deep within us, and it had taken root and begun to grow. And from that moment on, the path ahead was clear. That one seed set our course and determined who we would be, how we would live, forever connected to the land. We found purpose in these remarkable creatures that depend on us. At Stanley Premium Western Forage, we believe that purpose is what sets us apart and binds us all together. It's why our family built a company dedicated to supporting, enriching, nourishing the animals we all care for and this lifestyle we share. Stanley Premium Western Forage. Grown for the life we love.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. And if you've missed any of our shows, check us out at betterhorses.com, where you can see all our episodes.
You can also follow us on Facebook or listen to any of our podcasts right from your mobile device.
And don't forget our newspaper coming out 5 times a year.
You're gonna love it.